How's it going? My name is Ricky Bernal. We're here at Keys Toyota in Van Nuys. In front of you, we're looking at a beautiful limited platinum Sienna 2015. Very briefly, I'm going to go over some of the features exterior and interior wise. As you can see, we're just going to start off with the front. It's got a very nice feature to it. It's got a lot of chrome accents to it because it is a limited. This in particular one is a limited platinum, so it's got a lot of high-tech features inside of the vehicle and outside. For instance, this is HID headlights that have an automatic high beam sensor in them. So when it's a little dark outside, they're automatically going to know to turn on. You do have your integrated fog lights down here, and just below that, you do have your sensors in the front bumper. You come around here, you do have the standard 18-inch. It's a high-grade, very comfortable ride, aluminum alloy rim. Coming along the cross, you do have your turn signal on the blinker here. They are heated mirrors as well. It's a beautiful design all along the cross, very straight, smooth, a beautiful color, by the way, on this one here. You come along to the back. Again, you can see the sensors for when you back up. You've got your standard backup camera here, and this being the limited premium model, you have the hands-free accessibility to go on ahead and open up the trunk as well. As soon as this opens, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the storage capabilities. As you can see, you do get a straight shot to the captain's seats in the second row. Right now, I already have it folded down for you, the third row, just to give you an idea of how much storage compartment you really can get back here. And now you're going to see just how really easy it is when you have the features that come in this van. If you notice these buttons up here, you just hold everything down and everything's going to come right back up for you. So that's the first part. So now we're going to take a look at the interior of the Sienna. One thing I like about it is everything's just one touch, very simple to use. Let me go ahead and hop in here. Let me adjust this from me for a second. Hop in here. And this is probably my favorite spot to be in the Sienna. You've got your captain's chairs back here. You got plenty of leg options. This is also movable down. It's just a great feature for the long road trips. You just sit back, relax. You have your own AC and ventilation system that you can control from right here. You've got your own reading lights here. You know, it's just very comfortable. Easy button close here. And then one of my favorite features as well, if I still want to get a little bit of a breeze in here, I can keep the window down, but I can go on ahead and I can put up the privacy shades. Now I'm in the front seat of the Sienna. Again, carried over from the second row, you do have the captain's seats. Very beautiful interior just to look at. You've got all of your standard buttons here. You've got the blind spot monitoring system. You've got the parking sensors control here. You do have the folding mirrors as well, which is a very nice feature, as you can see there, as well as memory seating. I've got 3 types of memory seating and all automatic windows. Okay, so again, being a limited premium model, this is going to have every single bell and whistle that you can have inside of this van. For beginners, or for starters, I should say, it's got a different type of layout than any other type of van, you know, in its class or that Toyota makes. You can see it is all a touchscreen. This one, it's got multiple different uses. It's got navigation. You got your live traffic. You know, everything that's going to come in the limited. It does have the JBL speaker system as well, and it does sound very, very good in here. You've got your standard air conditioning unit controls. You do have dual climate control in the front, and in the bottom here, you put it in rear, and it's going to control the temperature coming out of the rear vents as well. Then you've got your shift knob kind of in the center here with a nice wood grain feature. You've got, of course, you know, your defrosters, and then down here you've got tons of storage room. You know, you can lift up these here, and you've got your cup holders, another type of cup holder here. You've got your heated seats here, your outlets, your inputs, your USB, some storage compartments down here, some more storage down here. I'm going to open this up and you can just really see how far down that goes. You can fit a lot of things in there. One thing I like about this too, if you want some drinks for your partners back there, that can slide back and that it becomes their cup holder. Okay, so here we're taking a look at the speedometer. As you can see, it's a very nice blue coloration. You can go ahead and toggle through the display system there, like such here. And that's going to give you the navigation. That's my radio. I have it off at the moment. That's any type of messages or alerts, like, you know, low tire pressure. That's also going to come on there. Then you have your standard settings if you wanted to change the coloration, language, stuff like that. As you can see to the left, you have your RPM gauge. It's in a nice blue offset with a blue lighting when it is dark outside. And to the right, you've got your speedometer there, again, followed up with the same blue coloration with the gas gauge down there below. And as you can see there, really quickly, I just changed the color to the color that I choose. Now we're going to do the road test in the Sienna. We're going to go ahead and see how it handles. One thing I like to mention, since it is a rainy day out here in California, which is rather rare. This model has the heated steering wheel as well. So if you do go up to the mountains a lot, or if you travel to where it's cold, that is a very, very nice feature. It's going to warm up your hands rather quickly, and it gets warm actually pretty quick. Let me go ahead here. Let me adjust my mirrors. First things first, it's actually very, very quiet. It's a very quiet ride. There we go. And it's just fun to drive. It's actually all the technology in this vehicle. It's kind of blowing my mind actually. But anyways, now that my mirrors are set up, what I was going to say is actually it's very quiet. It comes in two models. You can go ahead and get it with the 4-cylinder, and you can also get a V6. 4-cylinder, of course, is going to be extremely economical. It does have an eco mode as well, so when you're traveling at a lower rate of speed, you're going to get a notification saying that it is eco mode on at the moment. And it is a fun car to drive. One thing I want to mention as well is that the interior color, just beforehand I changed it, and it does change the radio color as well. So again, numerous ways you can go ahead and customize this vehicle. And just, there's buttons in here that do almost anything you want them to do. You're going to have your hands-free display buttons here on the steering wheel, which, like I mentioned, is going to control the cluster there. I can control the radio here. I can go ahead and speak into it if I needed to make a phone call or anything like that, answer a phone call. And then, as I mentioned, down here to my left, right now I have everything activated. So I've got my parking sensors. I do have my traction control on. If I needed it off, it would be there as well. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the steering wheel heater, because it actually is getting pretty warm. Okay, so coming up on this last turn here, we're going to go ahead and finish up the test. Overall, it was a short drive, but I just kind of wanted to see how the suspension was going to handle. Handles very, very well. Again, you put it down when you need to, and it's going to move, and that's just in drive. You do get a sport mode as well, just like in every Toyota vehicle. The brakes are very, very smooth, and the turning radius is actually very, very well. It drives like a smaller sedan rather than a larger vehicle. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do another vehicle test. This time I'm going to be the passenger in the Sienna. Again, it's probably where I'd prefer to be, in a van that has this many amenities. I can go ahead and close the door, or my driver can go ahead and do so for me, which is, again, another hands-free feature, allowing me to just stay comfortable. So let me go ahead and strap up first. Right here. One thing I love about it back here is the captain's chairs. They are extremely comfortable. Again, being the Limited, you do have the leatherette system in here. Oh, I'm sorry, a leatherette feature in here. It's very, very comfortable. Again, this is just in the standard seating arrangement. I can go ahead and lift this switch here, and up comes something for my legs, and it's going to hold you in space there. I can fold this down and really customize it to where I want to be comfortable in this van. Again, if the sun's if the sun's hitting you too hard, you can go ahead and pull up the sunshade there. You have a speaker system right here, so you're going to definitely be able to hear the music very well. Again, you can control the air conditioning by yourself from back here. So right now we have it on sync mode with the front, but let's say I like it a little bit colder, or maybe it's a little too cold for me back here. Go ahead and press this button right up here, and it's going to adjust the temperature. I can see it because there's a screen up here as well, and it also relays with the front one over there. One thing I want to mention too is that it is a third row seating as well. They're not the captain's chairs, it's more of a bench seating. They have a leather finish as well. These are the ones that can fold down as well. So if it's just going to be maybe 4 to 3 people in here, you need to pack a lot of equipment in here. Plenty of room to do so. You have plenty of cubbies all throughout the vehicle. So if you need to put different type of miscellaneous items, different type of cup holders, there's no shortage of them in this vehicle. You do have a little bit of a wood grain type of finish to it, and it looks very nice along the vehicle. What I love about being back here is that I've actually got my own. I've got my own sunroof right here, and it's also, I can control it back here. That's a very unique feature, and that's only exclusive to the Limited Premium, which is exactly why I wanted to take this model out. You can take a look at the sky without having to be in the front. Other than that, I could stay back here all day. Again, if you guys have any questions about more specs on the interior, exterior, anything like that, go ahead and write it and comment it below so I can go ahead and answer them as best as I can. If you need me to do any other type of Siennas, an XLE, pretty shortly we're going to do a Sienna SE model. A very, very beautiful looking exterior car as well, go ahead and let me know, and I'd love to do so. Thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna knock out that Cajun.